Hey, today we have a very special treat, a brand new sci-fi story from me. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. The year is 2147. The sun shines brightly upon a world without shadows. Massive platforms float high above the drowned and polluted cities of the past. These sky cities are held up by powerful anti-gravity engines, each housing millions of humans, eking out an existence high above the toxic wasteland that was once our home. One of these cities is called Eritron. It is home to 17-year-old Liara, who dreams of a world beyond the metal and glass walls that have imprisoned her people for generations. When Liara was little, her grandmother would tell her stories of the earth below, of green forests and flowing rivers and skies filled with birds instead of drones. But most of the citizens of Eritron believe that the surface is nothing but deadly deserts filled with radioactive monsters. No one has descended to the surface in more than a century. No one, except maybe Liara's grandmother. One day, while exploring the abandoned upper levels of Eritron, Liara discovers an old courier drone from before the Great Flood, hidden inside of which is a map detailing the location of an oasis at the heart of a ruined megalithic. This discovery sparks hope within Liara that the surface may not be as dangerous as everyone believes. She confides in her friend Kai, a young mechanic whose hands are always greasy from tinkering with drones and other machinery. Secretly, he, too, has dreamed of descending to the earth below, but he never believed it could actually be done until now. Together, the two friends hatch a plan to get off the platform and discover the truth about the surface. But first, they need a ship. They decide to steal one. Sky Serpents are large cargo drones used for moving goods between the sky cities. Because of their size and bulk, they aren't maneuverable like smaller courier drones, but they can carry heavy loads. Liara and Kai manage to hotwire one of these drones and prepare for launch. As they rise through the platform's many layers, they evade security bots programmed to stop any unauthorized departures after several close calls. They finally break through the anti-gravity field that surrounds the platform and head straight for the clouds. It's been many years since anyone has flown outside of the city. And as they ascend higher and higher, Liara and Kai realize they have no idea what lies beneath the clouds. Once above the last of the floating platforms, the two dare to turn around. Below them, the world is breathtaking. At first, the sky is clear, revealing a giant blue marble suspended in the void of space. But as they descend lower, they begin to see shapes in the distance, huge structures that pierce the clouds. These are the remnants of the old world, the skyscrapers of the megacities that once dominated the earth. They look like the teeth of some colossal, long-dead beast. As they continue their descent, they notice something else. The buildings aren't just concrete and steel. They're covered in vegetation, trees, and vines and flowers, completely overgrown. The closer they get to the surface, the thicker the plants become. Soon, the windows and streets are completely hidden, swallowed by a wall of green. Then suddenly, they're inside a forest, flying between the branches of giant trees. The air is warm and humid. Insects buzz around them. Strange birds fly overhead. It almost feels like a jungle. Before long, they spot a clearing up ahead. Excited, the two fly toward it, hoping to find somewhere to land. But as they approach, they see that it's not a clearing at all. It's a creature! It looks like a giant spider, but instead of legs, it has wheels. Its body is covered in decaying armor plating, and from its abdomen dangle cables and chains. It notices them and hisses, then lunges forward. Its movement is surprisingly fast for something so big, and soon it's blocking their path. Liara and Kai swerve out of the way at the last second. Then, realizing flight is impossible with the creature blocking their path, they jettison the cargo hold, hoping to use the distraction to escape. The creature sees this and immediately changes course, diving toward the discarded cargo hold. Liara and Kai take the opportunity to land in the undergrowth and hide. Peeking out from behind a tree, they watch as the creature approaches the cargo hold. It seems almost mechanical at first, like a machine performing a task. But then it stops and sniffs the air, revealing a set of nostrils hidden under its armor. This creature, like all the others they've seen, is a chimera, a mix of animal and machine created by some corporation as a guard or a weapon before the flood. This one was clearly designed for defense, but what did it defend? And where did it get its orders from? The answer to this question would change everything. Liara thought she knew about the world. Days later, after hiding in the jungle and evading the chimeras, Liara and Kai finally discovered the source of the transmissions the creature was receiving. Deep in the ruins of the megacity, buried under tons of dirt and debris, lies a small black box. Inside of it is a sophisticated AI, still broadcasting a distress signal even after all this time. With its last bit of power, the AI reveals to them the location of another transmission source further north, and then it shuts down. Following the new coordinates, Liara and Kai eventually find a heavily damaged server farm. Here, protected deep underground, is the key to understanding the past and the future. But to get to it, they have to get past the chimeras guarding it. There are 3 of them here, all bigger than the last. 2 are spider-like, and the 3rd resembles a kind of cybernetic bear. It attacks them head-on, but Liara manages to disable it, buying them enough time to slip inside. Inside, they find the oasis from the map. It's a greenhouse filled with lush vegetation and clean water. But there's something else here, too. Records containing information about the past, about how the Earth became the way it is today. Before the Great Flood, the planet was dying. The atmosphere was polluted. The oceans were filled with plastic. People had to wear masks just to breathe the air. It was the corporations that caused all of this damage, but they didn't care because they made more money polluting the planet than cleaning it up. They kept exploiting the Earth until the entire world was plunged into darkness. This is when the last survivors fled to the sky, abandoning the Earth to its fate. But it wasn't the only thing that survived. The chimeras remained, evolving and adapting to the changing world. Over time, they developed their own kind of hive mind, allowing them to communicate telepathically and coordinate their actions. They became the new masters of the Earth, ruling over the ruins of the old human cities. And then there's the question of the oasis. Why did the people of Eritron leave this place behind? The records say that the platform's creators hoped to terraform the planet and make it habitable again. But if that was true, why did they abandon the project? Because it was too late. By the time the last survivors left Earth, it was already too damaged. Even with advanced technology, there was no way to fix it. So they fled, choosing to live in the sky rather than die on the ground. Liara and Kai have uncovered the truth of the past, but now they have to figure out what to do next. They could try to warn the people of Eritron, but what if they don't believe Liara? What if they think she's crazy? Or worse, what if they blame her for releasing this information? She could stay on Earth and help rebuild, but who would listen to a kid? She doesn't know anything about terraforming or ecology or engineering. She's just a messenger. As the 2 friends stand among the ruins, they hear a sound, the cry of a child. Suddenly, Liara knows what she has to do. She's not going to save the Earth. She's going to build a new home on it. The earth is dead, but a new world is rising from the ashes. A world where nature and technology grow together. Liara and Kai look at each other and smile, then dive into the ruins to begin the work of rebuilding.